part of Glory 41 in Den Bosch, but makes his first Superfight Series appearance. Here comes Stoyan Koprivlenski.
Stoyan Koprivlenski fighting out of Bulgaria. He's 7-0, Joe. What's the scouting report on this guy making his Glory debut?
Well, he does have a lot of talent, and he's with Mike's gym, so he comes from a very technical camp that really knows how to help his style. Because he's tall, he's aggressive, but what makes him very dangerous is that he can adapt really well. So he can pressure fight when he needs to, or he can move around and dance around if he also needs to.
This man won a lightweight title right here in Holland. Here comes Hessling.
Kevin Hessling coming out to what would be considered a happy folk song here in Netherlands. Everyone seems to know the words but me and Joe. But this guy's the real deal, 9-3-0, but he has won a lightweight title here in Holland before.
Yeah, he might not be as experienced, but he has fought big names in the sport, and he is ready for his debut.
Here's our tail of the tape for this, our opener. In the welterweight division, 170 pounds, 77 kilos. It's Netherlands versus Bulgaria. Hessling, 30 years old. Koprivlenski is just 23. Hessling is an inch and a half taller.
And both guys are still very new to their professional careers. Hessling with a fight advantage.
Here are the Glory rules. 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. Punches, kicks, and knees are the legal strikes. 3 knockdowns in a round, 4 in the fight, and it's a TKO.
And taking a look at the Glory scoring tonight in Amsterdam, 5 judges will be scoring the belt using the 10-point must system. Scoring is based on knockdowns, damage, clean scoring strikes with an emphasis on spectacular techniques. Finally, if there's no advantage, judges are looking at aggressiveness.
This bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and introducing first, fighting out of the black corner. He's an amateur world Muay Thai champion. His young professional record, perfect. 7 fights, 7 wins. 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. At 5 feet 11 inches tall, 1.80 meters, he weighed in at 159.5 pounds, 72.3 kilos. He's here tonight fighting out of Bulgaria. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Stoyan, the Sniper, Koprivlenski. Here now is his opponent, fighting out of the white corner, trained in Muay Thai and kickboxing. His record, 9 wins, 3 losses. 2 of those career wins coming by knockout. At 6 feet, 1/2 inch tall, 1.84 meters. He too weighed in at 159.5 pounds, 72.3 kilos. Fighting out of the Netherlands, here is Kevin Hessling. And your referee in charge of this bout is Big John Axwood.
Okay, guys, you know the rules. Break is break, stop is stop. Okay? Any question?
So here we go, Joe. Welterweight action, Hessling versus Koprivlenski. What's the keys to victory for these two guys?
Well, I think Koprivlenski really needs to use his length and his power kicking on the outside, where Hessling's going to want to come in, try to get inside and keep active with his combinations.
Look how active Hessling is right now. He's wearing the white gloves, Koprivlenski in the black on the back foot right now.
He's bringing a lot of forward pressure.
Hessling looks in fantastic shape.
All right, step back. All right.
Nice head kick there from Koprivlenski.
Koprivlenski's got some very powerful kicks, but he needs to kind of keep some space to try to let them go.
Right, step back.
Hessling fighting out of Haarlem Gym, a small town just outside Amsterdam, and dare I use the word lovely, because Joe and I and Whitney Miller got a chance to tour that town yesterday.
Yeah, it was very nice. Small little town.
Right, step back.
Koprivlenski, according to our Bulgarian contacts, people tell us that he's very popular in that country. In fact, he has a slew of television interviews lined up next week after this fight, so he is hoping to win, so he has something good to talk about. Claims to be the most famous fighter this side of Kublev Puviev, who is fighting Anthony Joshua for the heavyweight boxing championship of the world.
A lot of good back and forth exchanges. Stoyan is being forced to fight back.
You can see how red Koprivlenski's face is already.
Nice counter right hand from Hessling.
Boy, Hessling looks technically very sound.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job at, mixing up levels, using his punches and kicks, throwing them in combination.
He did catch a right hand on the chin there, may have caused him some problems.
If this goes the distance, it's going to be an exhausting 3 rounds for the two. Body work for Hessling.
All right, step back.
Only 3 3-minute rounds. I'm sure many of you watching now on UFC Fight Pass saw Gokhan Saki's debut in UFC in Tokyo last week. He was about gassed out towards the end of that first 5-minute round.
Yeah, but he found that power and got that nice left hook knockout.
Knocking out Ihiki da Silva. Can't wait to see what Saki does next as Hessling lands a couple of big punches.
I like when Stoyan uses the kicks.
It seems, though, that Hessling's been blocking them pretty well, at least the high kicks.
Yeah, because he keeps coming forward. He's not going to let Koprivlenski get too much space.
Again, partially blocked, but those still do a little damage, do they not?
Yeah, this through the guard still hurts sometimes. You can still knock your opponent out with hard kicks to the head, even though the guard's there.
Nice left hand. It was a jab, snapped Koprivlenski's head back. What do you think of that round 1?
Well, I thought it was a great round for Kevin Hessling. Just being the busier fighter, being able to do good combination work. I have him winning that round 10-9.
Let's get to know these fighters a little bit better as we check out the fighter profiles. First up, out of the Netherlands, it's Kevin Hessling.
He does come with a Muay Thai base, but when asked him in his pre-fight interview, he says he loves kickboxing, but he also has a Taekwondo base to him, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of those kicks, flashy kicks, come out. Koprivlenski, Mike's gym, very young, only 23 years old, studying to be a marine navigator, and he had a great undercard performance against Paul Jensen, which got him this fight tonight.
We do consider this his glory debut. We don't call prelim fights or undercard fights glory fights per se. So Koprivlenski looked good on a glory card, but not part of the glory crew.
That's right.
There's our beautiful glory girls. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. One of our glory girls is from America, one is from Sweden, and one is from Belgium. I did the research, Joe. I go the next mile sometimes.
I like it.
Round 2, they come out kicking again.
Look like Stoyan's going to try to come out and be a little bit busier.
Stoyan's throwing some wide punches there.
It's going to be interesting to see if Kevin can keep that pace.
Kevin has fought 3 Mike's Gym's fighters before as we get a low blow, and he's 2-1 against that gym, which is no easy task.
No, definitely not.
Kevin took this fight on 2 weeks' notice, but said, listen, I was training for another fight. I've got no excuses. I will be ready. We'll see how his cardio looks in the 3rd round.
It was a very high output round for him. He threw 121 strikes so far to the 84 of Koprivlenski.
He just landed a knee and then a left hand. And you can see that Koprivlenski's trying to clinch up and hold on here, which you cannot do in glory kickboxing.
Right.
Nope. Hessling's trying to break the grip and punch.
Hessling again, being the aggressor. It's worked well for him through 2.5 rounds.
He lost a little snap in his punch.
So too has his opponent Koprivlenski.
Nice body work from Koprivlenski.
Koprivlenski said to us yesterday, I prefer the counterattack. Well, guess what? This is the perfect fight for him then, because Kevin's doing all the pressure.
Kevin's forcing him to fight. He's forcing him into his own fight, which is fatiguing Stoyan.
That is a push kick. Will not be considered a knockdown. Didn't do damage.
Good exchange of left kicks.
Oh, and there's Kevin Hessling teeing off now on Koprivlenski.
I like how he makes those knees and punches. Setting those knees right up the middle with his boxing.
Another body kick. Right now, Hessling looks on a little different level.
Yeah, it's just him being busier, being more active.
Look at the total strikes, 175. Go down in your basement if you've got a heavy bag and throw 175 strikes and tell me how you feel.
Hessling just isn't giving you any time to breathe. Before and after your combination, he's throwing.
And again, he took this on 2 weeks' notice. He looks fresher for sure.
Well, his mouth's starting to open, taking deeper breaths. But he has a minute to recover.
He's got a nasty jab, too. There was a question mark kick to end the round for Koprivlenski. But through 2 rounds, you've got to give the edge to the Dutchman.
Absolutely. And let's take a look at some of that action. No, it's just Hessling coming forward, almost landing that right knee. But look how he just follows everything up with volume. He'll land one strike, but then he always follows it up. If he lands a kick, he'll follow with his boxing. So that's what's giving him the biggest advantage in this fight.
GloryShop.com has all the latest in Glory merchandise at the click of a button. Now available a wide assortment of Glory t-shirts and more, including the latest fight t-shirt from this week's show in Amsterdam. Shop now at GloryShop.com. I tell you, every time I put on a Glory t-shirt, the women come running, Joe.
Yeah, it doesn't work with me.
Really?
I don't know, just for you. Maybe it's not the shirt, Todd.
For those of you watching at home, give it a try. Let us know how it goes. Getting set for the 3rd and final round, and so far everything's come up tulips for Kevin Hessling. What would your advice be to Stoyan Koprivlenski?
Well, let's see how deep in the tank you can go. You can't let Hessling get the momentum going like he's doing now. When Kevin has momentum, it's very dangerous. Stoyan has to combo break him and try to land some power shots, because he needs a knockout.
Bulgaria, not known for their fighting culture per se, at least in combat sports. Koprivlenski hoped to change all that. Felt a win tonight would really put him on the map in that country.
For such a young guy, he has committed so much to the sport. Spends a lot of time in Holland preparing for his fights.
And keep in mind, he is undefeated. No one has beaten him. 7-0 as he eats a high kick, then throws one of his own. But look at the punch distribution.
Yeah, Hessling attacking the head non-stop.
Thrown over 50 more strikes has Kevin Hessling. So we thought maybe Stoyan might make a name for himself tonight. What about Kevin Hessling, Joe?
Yeah, he's doing really well.
He looks like he can do a lot of damage in this welterweight division. That flying knee connects.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to match his pace. He hasn't stopped throwing.
And he won a title at lightweight, so here he is at welterweight.
And here's those Taekwondo kicks, mixed in some spinning back kicks. He's had some high kicks.
I'll tell you what, I'm no aficionado like you, Joe, but I think a spinning back fist by Hessling would be just what the doctor ordered.
It would be a good strike.
Seems like Koprivlenski keeps his hands down and then covers up right as he sees Hessling coming in.
As Stoyan comes in, that's the time you want to spin off.
All right, step back. Step back. Stop.
Big overhand right. And every large shot that Koprivlenski throws, it seems like Hessling's blocking it. There's a spinning back fist, but from the Bulgarian.
But not only does he block it, he comes back with 2, 3, 4, 5 strikes.
Koprivlenski has just been outclassed on every level in this fight so far. A clinic being displayed by Hessling.
Well, being an undefeated fighter, you put a lot of extra pressure on you because you never want to lose. Nobody wants to lose, but maybe this loss could, motivate him to work harder in the gym, stay focused on what really matters. A lot of people say you learn the most through losses.
He just landed a big knee, but Hessling handled it well and continues to come back with 15 seconds to go.
Doing a good job at blocking all those kicks from Stoyan.
Ate an uppercut.
Break. Step back. Step back. All right. Bye.
The Haarlem, Holland native, perhaps with his best ever performance, beating Stoyan Koprivlenski, or so we think. We'll go to the 5 judges' scorecards when we return. You're watching Glory's Super Fight Series here on UFC Fight Pass. And now for more information on Glory Kickboxing rules.
Glory Kickboxing is the most action-packed fight sport on the planet. Legal strikes are punches, kicks, and knees. Regular bouts are 3 rounds. Championship bouts are 5, and each round is 3 minutes of action. Outfight your opponent for 10-9. Knock them down for 10-8. In a normal bout or tournament final, 3 knockdowns in 1 round or 4 in the entire bout, and the fight is over by TKO. In a tournament semi, 2 knockdowns in 1 round or 3 in the entire bout, and it's all over. Or you can just knock your opponent out. Sweeps, elbows, and grappling are not allowed. Clinching is okay if you follow up with a knee. Glory rules are designed to bring non-stop, fast-paced stand-up action. To find out more, go to glorykickboxing.com.
Welcome back to Amsterdam as we jump into our highlights from our opening bout between Kevin Hessling and Stoyan Koprivlenski.
These highlights are going to be a lot about Kevin Hessling coming forward, really mixing in his strikes. Not letting Koprivlenski get anything going. He was able to just mix his strikes, mix his levels. He landed some good knees, especially in that 2nd round. And just as we thought his conditioning could have been an issue, he did a good job in that 3rd round, still pressing the action, still mixing it up, landing those spectacular strikes, and a great performance by Kevin Hessling.
Here's our strike count. As you can see, 80 punches landed for Koprivlenski, 23 knees, and more kicks. He landed everything more than his Bulgarian counterpart.
Strikes absorbed. It was Kevin Hessling really looking to attack the head and the body. He did land some good low kicks, but most of the damage came from his punching.
Now for our official decision, here's the voice of Tim Hughes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. Here are the totals from our 5 ringside judges. They all see it the same and score this bout 30-27, a unanimous decision for your winner, Kevin Hessling.
Excellent Glory debut for Kevin Hessling. He's going to make some big noise in the division if he's able to continue to press action like that in this division.
Would love to see him back in action, maybe when we return to Holland later this year. More on that